What's up, it's you? For today's video, we're in full Pokemon the Movie 3 team, The Spell of the Unknown. This was released in the 5th of July, 2001, which would have made me 13 or 14, 13 years old or something like that. Oh, this is crazy. Anyway, so did you actually go see this movie in the cinemas? Anyone there that was around my age or maybe a bit older than me? Maybe there's someone out there older than me. Did you actually go see this in the cinema? Let me know in the comment section of the video. We got 3 battles today. This is going to be on BDSP because Unknown is only on BDSP. This is a battle against N, and we have a Fortress lead here. Now, Unknown is a Choice Specs Hidden Power Psychic, so it's not going to really be doing a lot to Fortress. I did a couple of backflips there and did 3 damage, so I'm going to be swapping out and going now into Charizard. So what I did with this team, like I did with the very first movie and the second movie, I tried to pick the most prominent Pokemon actually from the movies. There were a couple of choices, so I felt like I picked pretty good ones here. So we got a Charizard here. It's going to be a physical set. So I've got Jolly Nature, a max speed and max attack. We got Fly, Outrage, Flare Blitz, and Steel Wing. That's going to be the end of the Fortress, and I'm going to take a little bit of recall, but that is all good there. But yes, I'm trying to think. So 2001, and we're in 2022 now, so that's 21 years ago. So look at your age right now, and then take 21 years away, and that's how old you were. Someone's going to be like, I was negative 10. So out comes the Mothim there. I'm going to pop a Flare Blitz, and Mothim has got a Focus Sash. That's going to be very, very handy for Mothim because I feel like it's now going to go for a Quiver Dance, but I burned it with the Flare Blitz. So even if it does go for a Quiver Dance this turn, which it does, it's going to faint the next turn. So that was very, very unlucky there getting that burn. And a very, very cool shiny as well. So Mothim is going to go down there in a Salty Rage there. I say Charizard would have definitely fainted that. I'm sure it was going to go for some sort of flying move like a Air Slash or something. So next Pokemon to come out here is going to be Yanmega. You might be able to guess what the opponent's team is now. They're running a little bit of a theme. So we got our shiny Yanmega. I'm going to go for Flare Blitz here again. I thought the Yanmega may go for a Protect, but it's going to get outsped by Charizard and faint. I'd say, man, the only way Yanmega would have fainted there would have been Ancient Power. That's about it. So Charizard's taken 3 Pokemon out at the moment. It's actually doing something. He's obeying Ash. And out comes Beedrill. So Beedrill's going to go for Endure. So like, okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting. I wonder what move that Beedrill is actually going to be able to do to me. So I went for Flare Blitz there, and Beedrill is going to be living on 1 health. I guess the thing, since it went for Endure, that was enough for it to live and take my Charizard out with Recall. But Charizard almost took out like 4 Pokemon there. So next Pokemon here to swap in, I'm thinking, well, I could go into my Unknown, but I don't know yet. So it's going to get a Salic Berry boost on the Beedrill. I decided to go for the Pikachu. Now, Pikachu has got Fake out here, so I thought that'd be perfect for Beedrill. I could clap those, I could clap that little bee and take it out. I've also got Quick Attack too, so I've got lots of options to actually, get rid of this Beedrill. This is a Volt Tackle, Quick Attack, Iron Tail, and Fake Out set. I've got the EV Spread, Max Speed, Jolly Nature, and I've got Max Stack. We got the Static and the item Light Ball. So, yeah, I tried to, I don't know, like, Pikachu is going to be on pretty much every single movie team, right? Next Pokemon we're going to have is Pinsir. They're only down to 2 Pokemon. I got a very, very big lead here at the moment. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just go for Volt Tackle against Pinsir. Pinsir outspeeds me and uses Earthquake. I'm like, all right, I believe that is going to be a Choice Scarf Pinsir. So bye-bye Pikachu. I was thinking, well, I could swap in Unknown here. Let's see what happens. So I went into Unknown T. Because I thought, well, I've got Levitate. I may as well give that a go right there. And that's going to swap out, and Volbeat's going to come in. So, like, all right, fair enough. I just went for Hidden Power Psychic. Now, Volbeat's got some reasonable special defense, so, it leaves my attack really, really well. I'm just going to go for Hidden Power again. Volbeat is going to go for a Trick. I'm like, all right, well, Volbeat is going to get my Choice Specs. I wonder what item I'm going to get. I got a Choice Band. Choice Band, Hidden Power Psychic, Unknown, only up here I shun. I do it a somersault there, a backflip, and it did 3 damage. Volbeat is now going to go for a U-turn, but since it doesn't have its little Choice Band anymore, Unknown T is going to be able to survive. So next Pokemon is going to be the Pinsir. Now, I've definitely got a feeling this is Choice for sure. It's either Choice Band or Choice Scarf. It's got that Mold Breaker. I went for another somersault here or backflip, and that's pretty good damage. It's about a 4 to 5 hit KO. Pinsir is going to go for an X Scissor, and that is going to be the end of the Unknown. Yeah, I'm actually trying to think if they gave any Pokemon cards out in the cinemas for this movie. Now, I do specifically remember actually going to the cinema in this movie, and it was really, really bad. I'm not sure if this has ever happened to you before, right? Oh, let me explain my Entei set before I continue my story. This Entei set is a Solar Beam Sunny Day Flamethrower High Beam set. We got max speed and we got max special attack Heat Rock as the item. So our Volbeat's going to come in here to a Flamethrower, and funnily enough, it actually lives there. I was like, man, that is a thick Volbeat. Like, that's real thick. Now Volbeat is going to go for a Rain Dance. Like, that's very, very good because that's going to power down my Flamethrower. But back to the story in the cinema, right? Has anyone ever had to go to the cinema, right? And you probably get there a little bit late or the line's really long and you end up sitting at the front and then your neck by the end of it. Oh, like, seriously, like, never ever sit at the front. Like, it hurt my neck so much. Because this is the movie I remember that I looked up. My 12-year-old self was so excited. But at the end, man, my neck was, like, absolutely destroyed. So, anyway, Pinsir is a little bit scary there with Earthquake. We're going to go into Kingdra. Now, this Kingdra is a pretty interesting set. I thought I'd give it Smokescreen. We got Twister, Octazooka, and a Track. Now, Octazooka is not 100% accurate, and I've also got Twister. So I thought I might be able to, make use of Twister. So this also has the item Bright Powder, and I've got Max Health, and I've got Max Speed. Now, we're going to go for Twister on the Pinsir, but since, obviously Pinsir outsped me, I'm not going to be able to get a flinch here. So Pinsir's going to go for another Earthquake. Kingdra is almost going to go down. And I thought, well, I'm going to get some extra damage off here from Twister, because knowing my luck, I'll probably miss with Octazooka, right? That's going to be the end of my Kingdra, but I still have Entei left, and I have one other Pokemon on this team. I wonder if you can guess who it is right now, right this second. Do you enjoy the Pokemon movie teams, people? Please let me know. Like, I'm thinking about doing, all the movies eventually. I thought it'd be really, really cool. Just let me know. If you enjoy the theme team too, drop a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that. We're going to go into Entei now, and I've got Flamethrower. This should be able to get rid of the Pinsir and get me the dub, right? Right? Pinsir is going to outspeed me with the Earthquake, and that is going to be the end of it. So it's definitely Choice Scarf Pinsir, 100% confirmed there. Entei's going to go down. My last Pokemon, it's going to be Shiny, and it is called Noctowl. I thought it'd be cool to use the Shiny Noctowl in this team. Ash's Shiny Noctowl. So since it is a Choice Scarf Pinsir, which I definitely know it is, I can simply just stay in here. The Pinsir can't do anything at all. It's a little bit mean. I can go for an Echo Voice and sing to the Pinsir, and that pretty much is the end of the first battle there. So Pinsir really, really carried that team there. Like, it took out a lot of Pokemon. So thank you to the battle there, and a pretty cool bug-type Pokemon team there. Let's get on to battle number 2. This is against Kaiden, and we got a Jirachi lead here. So this was a fairly interesting team. Now, my first Pokemon, of course, is going to be Unknown. This is the Spell of the Unknown, and Jirachi is going to be going for a Calm Mind here. So it's making its mind very calm, Also, I got a story for you people, another story. Now, just before I started narrating, right, we're going to get some food cooked, right? And we turned on the electric stove, right? You turn on the burn and it does that click, 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 click noise, and then the gas comes through. Well, the problem is, right, when we went to turn it on, it didn't stop clicking. Like, the igniter just kept going like that the whole time, and I literally had to pull the whole tops apart and clean all the igniters with little rubbing alcohol and everything, and it turned out to be that and also the switch on there. So that was fun. We actually had some steak ready for dinner. It's being cooked now, but yes, that's my exciting story for today. So if your oven, the top stove party oven goes click, 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 when you're turning on the, after you've turned on the gas, right, and it continues to do that, you need to make sure you turn the power off and then you clean the igniters on all the burners. There you go, people. If it ever happens to you, just remember me in your mind. So we got the Milotic coming here anyway. Back to the battle. I got a little bit sidetracked there by a story. And Milotic is going to be able to eat my Flare Blitz like a little snap. So I'm going to go for that Power Herb Fly there, only on PIMPNITE Shadow. And it actually does pretty good damage to Milotic when you think about it, because Milotic's quite bulky. Milotic is going to pop out a Hydro Pump here, and old Charizard, the shiny Charizard, is not going to like that one little bit. So bye-bye Charizard, and you can join Unknown there. I've still got 4 Pokemon though, so we're still good to go. We're going to bring in Pikachu here. Now, I've got Pikachu. I thought, well, I don't know if Milotic's going to stay in, so I'll go for Fake Out and see what happens. So Milotic actually stayed in, so like, all right, fair enough. Obviously, they don't want to swap any of their other Pokemon into a Pikachu, which is fair enough. Now, Volt Tackle is pretty powerful on a Light Bulb Pikachu, so that is lights out for Milotic. Next Pokemon that's going to slide in here is going to be the Drapion. Now, I don't know if this is some sort of theme team or anything like that. I'm just spamming Volt Tackle. So that's going to be the end of Drapion there. I don't think the level even mattered there. This is pretty powerful, and Pikachu's going to take some more nasty recoil. So 2 Pokemon down now, the Pikachu, which is very good. In comes the Jirachi. Now, Jirachi, I was thinking, well, this should do a lot of damage, but will it take it out? No, it doesn't. Jirachi does have some very good bulk to it, and it's going to be able to finish me off there with a Shadow Ball. So bye-bye Pikachu, but nearly took out 3 Pokemon. So that was a, that was a quality performance there by little Pikachu. Now, the next Pokemon I can bring in here is going to be Entei here. Now, Entei can just come in and use Flamethrower, and that is going to be the end of that. I did think about using an Eruption set, but I thought that might be a little bit too, overpowered. So, I went for the Sunny Day one instead. Plus, I could use Solar Beam there. I thought that could be fun. Next Pokemon is going to be Inferno. I was like, well, I can't do a lot to that. I've got Solar Beam and Flamethrower. I'm not going to risk a High Beam, so let's go into the Knockdown. I should be able to take a close combat kind of badly. So Infernape is going to be going for a power-up punch. Oh, dear. So now it's going to get attack rise. And it's already got good attack already and good speed, so this is very bad. Now, my Knockdown was an interesting Psycho Shift set. I really get to show this off in the 3rd battle the most, because Infernape is going to go for a Flare Blitz and Knockdown is going to get one shot of there. So not a lot I could do there. Very scary Pokemon. But more on that Knockdown a little bit later on. I have actually run this set before, but it's been a hot minute. It's a little bit of a variant of my other set. So we're going to bring in Kingdra now. Now I can go for Octazooka. Infernape's going to go for a close combat. The only reason I lived that so well is I was running max health. Otherwise, my Kingdra, it was toast, right? So it's going to get a drop in its defense and special defense, which is perfect for my Octazooka, and that is going to be the end of Inferno, which is good. That is Inferno is such a good Pokemon. Next Pokemon is going to be Gardevoir. Now, I've got Attract, so I thought, well, I can attract this Gardevoir. Let's see what happens here. So I can attract it, and then I could possibly go for Octazooka and get it actually drop. I've already got Bright Powder, so I might be able to do a little bit of trolling, right? So Gardevoir gets immobilized by love. I mean, look at that. Look at Kingdra. Look at that big fin. You'd fall in love with that. Anyway, back to the ballet. Getting a little bit sidetracked. Gardevoir is going to send me to the moon. I was hoping it would miss, but it didn't. And Kingdra is most certainly not going to be able to live a close combat and then a Moonblast. That's a little bit of a bit of an ask there. My last Pokemon is going to be Entei. There's still 2 Pokemon to go here. So I can go for a sunny day, get that sun flowing, and then I can go for a Flamethrower. I was like, well, what's Gardevoir going to do? Psychic? That's about it. Maybe a T-Bolt. It's going to go for a Psybeam. It's trying to confuse me, and actually did a fair bit of damage too. No Scumbag Confusion. That would have been very bad, and that is going to be the end of Gardevoir there in the sun. The last Pokemon here, I was all ready to go against this, is going to be, what's a raw? It's Roserade. Like, well, I can literally take this out with the Ember. Outspeeding the Roserade there, and Roserade is going to get cooked, and that, my friends, is the end of the 2nd battle with the Unknown, Spell of the Unknown team. Let's get on to battle number 3. Thank you, Kaiden, for the battle there. And last battle here, this one is against Samus. Now, this is where I really get to show off my Knockdown set here. First Pokemon we got here is going to be Torterra. And my first Pokemon is going to be Unknown. Now, someone in my stream chat the other day, they come up with this really mean thing. They're like, if I ever had a Pokemon, I'd like to have a Torterra in real life. And I'm saying to them, yo, man, why do you want a Torterra in real life if you had a Pokemon to choose in real life? Well, they're like, well, I could, use the Torterra's land and sell it, and then, resell it when tell it to move. I was like, damn, it's like the biggest Poke scam ever. So anyway, back to the battle. I just really laughed when I read that in the stream chat. Maybe some of you heard that, so it was very funny. We're talking about what Pokemon you'd like in real life. Like, if there's a Pokemon you'd like in real life, let me know. You're not allowed to say Ditto, though. That's cheating. Next Pokemon is going to be Charizard. We're going to swap that in here. Torterra is going to be swapping out. So Luxray is going to be coming in here, and it's going to be having that Intimidate. Now, I went for Flare Blitz, obviously, and I was like, well, Flare Blitz should still do at least, around half health, hopefully, to the Luxray, and they're going to have to swap into that too. So almost exactly half health. So well, I don't have a lot to lose here. Let's go for Flare Blitz again. I'd say Luxray is going to be going for, like, I don't know, Thunder Fang or Wild Charge. It may even be a special set, so Charizard won't be living this encounter anyway. So let's see if I can take the Luxray out. Very, very close there to taking Luxray out. And now Luxray is going to go for a Wild Charge. Like, okay, that's not all that bad. Charizard's going to faint, but, you know, so is Luxray as well due to recoil damage. So an eye for an eye there, as the old saying goes. So bye-bye Luxray and bye-bye Charizard. So I was thinking, well, Torterra might come back in here. Maybe I should send in my Noctowl, right? I was like, no, we're going to go into Pikachu here. We're going to make use of Fake Out and Volt Tackle. So we got it's another Drapion. Now, I've got the Fake Out here, and I can go Fake Out, then I can go Volt Tackle. However, Drapion's going to slide out here, and we've got the Rampardos coming in. So, Rampardos. Now, Rampardos, it's also shiny. It's looking very, very nice. I like Rampardos. It's my favorite fossil Pokemon out there. I will say this. I'm actually looking forward to Gen 9's fossils to see what they'll actually be. Because I really did like Gen 8's fossils. They were unique, you know, those mishmashed, like, body parts. So I was thinking about this for a bit. I was like, you know what? I'm going to risk an Iron Tail here, you know. We're going to go for Iron Tail there. Melmetal coming in clutch. And that is going to be the end of the Rampardos. No way that was living that. Next Pokemon to come in is, I knew that Torterra would come in if, Rampardos did actually end up fainting. And we're going to swap out the Pikachu here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Noctowl, because I thought, well, it might use a ground-type move, you know. Hopefully it doesn't use, like, a rock-type move. That'd be bad. Torterra is going to go for a Crunch. So Noctowl is going to take fairly big damage there. Now, my EV spread is going to be Max Health and Max Special Attack. So more of a offensive Noctowl set, but we really want to make use of Echo Voice and Psycho Shift. So if you don't know what Psycho Shift is, what it does, it actually spreads a status from yourself onto, or shifts a status. That's probably a better word than spread. So it shifts your status from you onto the opponent. If you really like this sort of thing, I have done a Psycho Shift only team before. It's very, very fun. And no, you can't Psycho Shift freeze. I did try. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliberately put the Noctowl to sleep. Now, what I want to do is go for a Sleep Talk, and then I want to randomly roll the, I have to roll Sleep Talk and then Psycho Shift. And what that'll do, right, that'll shift the sleeping status onto the Torterra and wake up my Noctowl and give me a chance to start going for Echoed Voice. Even if I can get one swap, it'd be quite handy. I can start boosting Echoed Voice power. So I managed to get the Psycho Shift, which is very, very nice, and Torterra is going to take a well-deserved nap right there. But yes, if you do really like Psycho Shift, I've actually done a specific Psycho Shift team because I really, really like that move, and I thought it was very, very cool. I believe I would have done that. I don't know whether I did it in Generation 8. I definitely would have done it in Generation 7. But I could have done it in Generation 8. I can't quite remember. It was a little while ago. But maybe if someone wants to check that out, they can. That'd be cool. You know what? If you check that video out, leave a comment. You know, I'll give you a heart. How's that? So next Pokemon to come in is going to be Drapion. And now with Drapion, right, it's going to get hit by an Echo Voice. And it's going to be very, very bad. So Drapion's going to outspeed me, of course, going for the Ice Fang. I'm pretty thick, so I'm able to live that. And I can go for another Echoed Voice here. And Drapion is not going to be living that. This Noctowl is absolutely stacked right now. With Max Special Attack and Stab, it's hitting very, very hard. I've also got leftovers on there too, just for some extra recovery, you know. But you could build this Noctowl bulky. Like, you could go like Max Health, Max Defense or something like that. But I wanted some extra offense about. So when slides old Palkia here, I was like, I'm not going to outspeed Palkia. I mean, I can live I might be able to live an Ice Beam like super badly, but it's very doubtful. And now Palkia is going to pop a Spatial Rand. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not living that. So that's going to be the end of the Noctowl. But a pretty good performance there by Noctowl. It was cool to use Psycho Shift and the Echoed Voice strategy. Just a little bit of a spin on my other one. I ran like a bulky set, and then I think I put like Facade on there too, or something like that. I can't remember what I did. Like multiple different strategy I ran with that. So Palkia is going to go for get hit by a Fake Out. Imagine Palkia with a Fake Out. Imagine getting slapped by those big hands. Pikachu will get squashed. Now, I can go for Volt Tackle here. I know that Spatial Arena is going to fate me, so I'm like, man, this is going to be bad. So go for the Volt Tackle, outspeeding that Palkia, and Palkia is going to get dropped, which is beautiful. So bye-bye Palkia. Now, the only Pokemon that's left is Torterra and one other. I do take some nasty recall, but, you know, it is what it is, right? So in comes Staraptor. This can take me out easily. Like, even Quick Attack's going to drop Pikachu right now. However, they swapped this Staraptor out just to drop my attack, I guess. And Torterra is going to come in it, the Sleeping Torterra. Now, I actually decided to go for Quick Attack on Staraptor and stay in, but, you know, obviously Torterra is going to swap in. I can't do much to Torterra with -1 in attack. So swapping out the Pika and going into Entei. So I thought, well, Entei's going to do good. I mean, what's Staraptor going to do? Swap into a Flamethrower and lose half its health? So this is pretty good. Unless I fail to take out Torterra and it does have Earthquake. I don't see that happen though, because, you know, Torterra's special defense isn't really the greatest in the world there. So Torterra's going to get hit by the Flamethrower. Bye-bye, Torterra. All that's left now is going to be the Staraptor. Now, my Pikachu, I really can't swap into this because it'll get outsped and absolutely dominated. And I do have my Kingdra, but I should be able to take some moves from this. So, like, okay, I should be fine with Entei. However, I just want to see what sort of move it goes for. I might be able to swap into Kingdra, right? Maybe it's going to go for Double Edge or something like that. And then I could maybe even swap in Pikachu, then go for Quick Attack, right? But instead I went for Aerial. It's like, wait, that's going to counter my Bright Powder set. So, like, well, I'm just going to go for Octazooka. And Octazooka actually gets some action drops. Of course it does when the opponent's got Aerial, you know? That's always the case, yeah. So Staraptor is actually struggling to do any damage to my Kingdra at all. And Kingdra is actually going to be able to end up taking it out here because it's a Pluck set. So, you know, big props for running Pluck on Staraptor. But that is the end of the second battle there. Just wanted to show you that Noctowl set in action worked really, really well. All right, people, I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace out.